From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
It's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. You wouldn't say that to your mama, so why us?
Hello, Deepa! Welcome back. How are you?
Wow.
What?
That was a lovely welcome.
Deepa, what do we got in the DMs today?
Okay. First comment says, Roz doesn't like texts from people who like Mocha more. True or false?
Damn.
Roz doesn't
Wait,
like...
is that a question or more of a statement?
Yeah.
Oh, I think
So
it's more
read
of a
it,
statement.
read it again for me.
Roz doesn't like text from people who like Mocha more.
True.
True.
Next question.
Yeah.
Or comment.
Yeah, why would I?
Oh. Happiness for your friends.
But why is that surprising?
That people support your friends.
Like I do normal things that normal people do, right? And then all of a sudden when I do it, I'm a bad person. Of course I would prefer texts where people liked me more.
Guys, send them in. Come on.
But why is that bad? That's not a character flaw. It doesn't mean that I like Mocha any less.
But you like
these
you
aren't
more.
my opinions. These are the opinions of other people.
Yo, great lead off, Deepa. All right, what else?
This one comes from Kat. Kat says, I'm a little late because I'm catching up on the podcast, but I was listening to the What's Your Mom's famous catchphrase for Mother's Day, and I thought I'd share mine.
Oh, wow.
My mom is an amazing cook, so naturally we would pick whether it would be made from home, like homemade fry or a chicken wing that is cooling off, and we would sneak small pieces of food before it hit the table. And when she gets really annoyed, we would get the touch it one more time and I'll rip your arm off and beat you with it. Oh my God.
That's a good one.
Now what I need to highlight is that myself and my 3 brothers have grown to be much, much taller than her. So it's definitely comical when our lanky arms try to get around her to sneak a sampler. And one day we could end up losing them. So just thought I'd share. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Yo, when my mom would threaten us, it was like whatever was in like the vicinity of where she was, she would threaten to like beat you with it, right?
Yeah.
She would be like, you want me to hit you with this hot spoon?
Yeah.
Or she'd be like, you want me to hit you with this remote? Right? Or she'd be like, you want me to take out my slipper and bash you with it? So it's like whatever was in the vicinity.
Yeah. Yeah, the threats of physical violence are always interesting, the way parents phrase them.
Yeah.
I knew somebody whose mom used to say, like, speaking of like whether it be your arm or your leg or your whatever, if you peed on the seat, the threat was always, I'm going to rip it off and beat you with the wet end.
Oh,
right?
What does that even mean?
Yeah, right?
That's so confusing. It's
right?
scary.
Yes, right?
Oh, like the end that's like bloody and like the
I
ligament.
guess. I guess. But some things the wet end was obvious. Other things the wet end was confusing. Right? And so we were always confused. And it wasn't exclusive like where I grew up and with my friends. And I don't know if your mom was like this, right? It wasn't, those types of threats weren't exclusive to her own kid. Those types of threats were thrown at any kid in her house. Right? Like 100%.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I don't know if your mom ever threatened your friends.
I don't think so.
No.
She would just talk about how terrible they were after they left.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I
and
would
then
get...
say like the thing that their parents should do to them when they get home.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Right?
Same
like when he gets home, his mother should beat him with that slipper.
Right.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Samesies. Here, I bring this bag home for your mom. Yeah. It's a spoon, a slipper, and a pot top. Yeah. Okay?
She'll know what to do.
She'll know what to do.
All right, what else we got, Deepa?
Okay. Oh. This one says, ignore the haters, Roz. You are delicious.
There you go.
Right?
Wow.
Yes. Okay, move it along so this doesn't turn ugly.
Delicious.
Move it along. Because I know
no
it will.
need for follow-up questions.
No follow-ups. No, I want no.
Enjoy the moment.
Thank you.
Bask in it.
I don't want any. I want no analysis from anyone. Okay. No follow-up questions. No nothing. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
The tables are going to turn on you real quick.
Oh, for God's sake, let's
comes
go
from
back to
Zach.
that one then.
What does Zach
Roz
say?
sucks.
Oh.
No, just kidding.
Ow.
No, I'm just kidding.
Did you
I
just
you
make
made
that
that
up?
up?
I did it. Yeah, I made it up.
What's the matter with you?
Anyways.
That's so mean.
I just wanted
so
you to get
mean.
knocked off your high horse for 1 second.
Also,
but this is...
who's Zach? And
Oh,
why did
Zach.
that name pop so fast into your
Oh,
head?
actually, Zach actually wrote a comment, but I
Okay.
changed it. So I'll read Zach's real comment.
Okay.
Zach says, I love Roz. I
Oh.
love his deep, relaxing voice.
Right.
Oh, there you go.
There,
Yeah.
too.
Do you not get the feeling that it's Deepa that hates hearing people say nice things about me?
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not the first time that's happened.
Big time enjoyment from
Yeah,
this.
it's not the first time that's happened.
What are you talking
Where
about?
somebody will say something nice and you fabricate a terrible comment
No.
that follows it. That's not the first time that's happened.
Deepa may be the villain in this room.
I think she is. Yeah, I really do. I really do.
And
This
our
is-
crew of Avengers here,
Yeah.
Deepa's Loki.
Yeah, like
Legit.
this is your origin story. Like you go home at night. I bet you there's a piece of wood in your basement with the words delicious scratched into it with a nail. Right? I bet you there is. I bet you there is.
You may or may not be right.
Yeah. Okay.
You'll never know.
Yo, we are all over the DM, or actually, you're all over the DMs. Send them in, and Deepa reads them and gets them. And,
Sometimes I make them up.
sometimes she, you know what? Don't
You
bother
don't
sending
even
in
need to
DMs
send it in.
because apparently Deepa just makes everything up
Yeah.
and just comes in here to roast us. Thank you, Deepa.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. When you have nothing to say, why do you always say it to us?
Hello, Deepa.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. Do you have anything you want to say to us?
Hey, glad to be back. I don't know.
How about happy anniversary, Roz and Mocha? Today's our 12-year anniversary of being together.
Oh, am I going to be fired because I didn't realize?
Thanks.
Oh, happy 12 year.
Like we mentioned it a couple times on the show already.
Happy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey.
Thanks, Deepa.
Hey, you just kissed your teeth at me.
I did.
You must be real vexed right now. Oh no. Happy 12-year anniversary, guys.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Anywho.
So
Happy with that.
that's a great way to start off.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's in the DMs today?
Okay. Now
It's not today. It's going to be what's in the DMs tomorrow.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I want to know.
Later, Deepa.
The first comment comes from Laura. Laura says, hi, Deepa. I was listening to the DM Deep Dive, and someone said they had a crush on Mocha. I just wanted to share that I do, too. He's so handsome, and he's so kind. I love Roz, too, but he reminds me too much of my father for me to have a crush on him. But he is my favorite because I grew up in Acton as well, and he gives great advice. Love the show.
Can I just say that I am totally okay with people saying that they don't have a crush on me because I remind them of their father.
Really?
I would be really weirded out if somebody says, I have a crush on you because you remind me of my father.
Oh, true.
Okay? Right? Like, let's just get that. I'm not offended when somebody says that, okay? Like, you don't have to say, oh, like, I'm fine. I am A-okay with that. But that first one referencing is because if you remember, Mocha, it wasn't that long ago where Deepa made such a huge point to say that when this person said that they had a crush on you, that it was the first time it's ever happened.
Yeah.
Right?
I know.
That hurt.
So,
that hurt that
and
day.
That's why I'm very skeptical because I don't know if there's an additional comment or sentence that goes along with this
Yes.
where it's now going to be a diss.
Right? We can almost start a list now.
Don't worry, I edited up the gist so that you didn't have to hear it today.
See?
Wow.
So just
Jeez.
handsome and kind. That's all you are
Take
today,
the win
Mocha.
and zip it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Next.
This comes from Angela. Angela says, I admire Roz's fearlessness in the kitchen. Is there anything that would intimidate you to cook or prepare in the kitchen? For me, it's risotto. Same question to Mocha. Thank you, guys.
Anything that would require a long period of time to make that meal.
Okay, because it's such a huge investment if you screwed up.
Yeah, because if I screw up halfway or even close to the end, then that ruins the entire meal.
For me, it's baking. Like cooking is an art, baking is a science, and I don't have the patience to be that precise with things. So the only thing that really intimidates me and also I don't like sweets, right? So I don't have this thing of like creating something beautiful that I want to devour. So baking, I would say, is the only thing that really intimidates me in the kitchen.
What about you, Deepa?
I think my my worst dish is roti and curry.
Really?
Like, oh God, I hate making this. Like dal puri is the most annoying thing to make because there's so many steps. You gotta grind everything together. Then you gotta sit there and like make the dough, then fill the. It's just like a headache.
Is there not something? Not that I'm trying to like look for shortcuts, but is there not a really kick-ass pre-mixed spice that you can buy and use that's not blasphemous to use?
Okay, actually, I just discovered there's a place that actually Shem and I shot a video at called the Roti Hut.
Yeah.
They make pre-packaged dal puri. Like I've never seen this before, and you could freeze it for up to 90 days. I started buying it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and you like it comes in packets. You cut the little packet and you microwave it for like a minute, and then it's like fresh dal puri all over again. And I was like, what is this sorcery? Like, this is insane.
Yeah.
So that's what I use now.
Because I'm the same way with pizza dough, right? I went through a phase where I was making my pizza dough. Like I was from scratch, everything else.
Oh, that's a science.
Keeping it, everything, right? It's really difficult.
Yeah.
And because pizza dough, pre-bought pizza dough used to suck. It used to be awful. I hated the flour they used. It was bad. But now there's pizza doughs that you can buy just like in a ball that are amazing. Like they're incredible pizza doughs. And I'm like, I'm not making it anymore.
There's no point. Yeah.
There's no point.
Some restaurants will sell you their pizza dough.
My favorite restaurants do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some supermarkets will buy restaurant pizza dough and sell it in their supermarket.
Yeah.
So lots of options there.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Okay. This next one says, little story for you. My 4-year-old used to drive in with me every morning for work on his way to childcare. I had my second child 5 months ago, so driving in is on a pause. But this morning we get in the car, me and my 4-year-old, and the first thing he says is, Mommy, where's the question? And I asked him, what question? And he yelled out, Mocha, you ready? Let's do the news.
Oh, that little dude loves the news,
It's
huh?
been months since he last heard you in the car. That's your impact on people. That's so cute.
There are very few things that we've done on this show where there's a reaction from fans that affect me or have had the impact that it has had on me than when kids yell, let's do the news at me. For some weird reason, kids just love people who yell, right?
Yeah.
Like they find it hysterical.
And it's fun.
And it's fun, right? And that to me is like the best thing that I've heard. It was the first time a little kid yelled, let's do the news at me. That was just that was the best.
Well,
Did
shout
they
out to you
see
guys.
you and yell it at you?
Yes,
Like they recognized you?
Yeah, I've been
goodness.
in the car and like a kid has been in the back seat and the mom has rolled down the window and the kid has yelled, let's do the news.
Oh, that's amazing.
Through the window. There's been contractors on my street where they'll just yell, let's do the news, not even working on my house. And then they'll yell, Mocha's our favorite. Which
Shout out to those contractors.
I had a guy on my street. Okay, they had these guys, they're contractors on my street, and I could tell they recognized me when I walked out of the house, right?
Yeah.
And they were parked all on the sidewalks and everything else, doing what they did. And then I walked out and I had to move my truck, and they were real cool, right? Like they were real cool, and I had to back into a space that was super tight because all their gear was there. And this guy was like really awesome, and he's like helping me, like guiding me back, telling me when to stop and everything else. Like they were super helpful. And I got out, and I knew that they knew who I was, and I was like in a real good mood, everything else. And they go, Rahaz. And I was like, hey, how's it going? They're like, tell Mocha's my favorite. And I was like,
no.
Yeah. And I was like,
when did that happen?
And
How
I was
long
like,
ago?
all right, like 3 weeks ago.
I'm literally hearing about this
Yeah,
now.
why didn't you tell him before?
Why would I?
Because he needs to keep a tally of like who's favorite.
Why would I?
Find us in the
tallies.
DMs, y'all. Find us in the DMs. Send your questions and your comments. Thank you, Deepa.
No problem.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive.
Hello, Deepa. What's going on?
I'm already laughing going through these comments, so I hope you guys are ready for this.
What do we have in the DMs today, Deepa?
Okay, first one comes from Vincent. This is very sympathetic towards Roz.
Oh.
Says, hey, Deepa, why y'all always giving Roz a hard time on the deep dive? I was catching up on the podcast recently, and I just want to say I love how passionate Roz gets whenever he talks about food, especially when he's introducing some new things to the boys.
Right.
Oh,
See?
there you go. That's a nice one.
Stop giving me a hard time.
Do you feel like we actually give you a hard time, or is it just like... you know.
Don't answer. I feel like this is a troll job right now.
No, it's not. I'm like,
you're not setting them up to like knock them down again?
No,
okay.
I promise. The next one's not. Yeah.
No. And first of all, it's not a problem. But if I have any sort of problem, the problem is that I sometimes might get the feeling that the DM deep dives are curated to hurt my feelings.
Oh.
Also, your delivery.
Yeah.
Where you will set something up like somebody saying something nice, and then you take unbelievable joy in the punishing end that is a crushing blow to my ego and my heart.
So it's my fault.
So
it's not the people who's commenting fault.
Sorry,
it's my fault.
Can I just say the whole thing again?
No.
It's your fault. That's all I should have said. No, but I appreciate it. Thank you for sticking up for me, whoever you are.
Vincent.
Vincenzo.
All right,
Vincenzo. Okay.
Next.
Next one comes from Lindsay. Are Roz, Mocha, Maurie, and Shem all invited to Deepa's wedding? And if so, will Maurie be allowed to tell some jokes? Here's the thing. You guys were all on the first list for the wedding because we were planning on having 200 people at the ceremony, and then they cut it down to 60, and I was like, goodbye, coworkers. So virtual links will be sent out, and that way, Maurie will not be anywhere near a mic, because that would have never happened in the first place.
No offense.
Maurie would be all the way at the back, furthest person from the mic. So that is my situation as of now.
Not offended.
Dodged a bullet on that one.
Oh, so you weren't going to come?
No, I wouldn't have.
Oh, okay.
Just being honest, you would not have come.
So
I don't
here's
go to
the
weddings
secret.
anymore.
Some of you guys are invited to the reception.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is
I
Roz
knew
invited?
Roz wouldn't come.
Is Roz
no,
invited?
I
No?
was going through the list, and I was like, who would not come? Roz.
Yeah, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go.
I feel
I
really
wouldn't
sad
go.
if I was rejected by Roz Weston.
Yeah.
Are you?
No, but here's my thing is I love you. I think that you are fantastic. I'm so happy that you're getting married.
you.
I think that you deserve all the happiness. I can't go to a wedding.
Fair. That's totally fair.
Yeah.
And
It's not for
honestly,
me.
especially in like COVID times, because we are able to have quite a few people-ish.
Yeah.
But like still, like there's uncomfortability with being in a setting like that during COVID, and the numbers are rising, which we totally understand.
Yeah.
So there's like no hard feelings when people are like, hey, we're not comfortable. We're like, yeah, totally get it. Like, don't like
COVID has nothing to do with it. Roz was still
No,
not
I wouldn't.
showing up.
Like you no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
I was like,
You could have no. You could have 900 people at your wedding. I still wouldn't go. But if you sent me your directory, I'll buy you a kick-ass gift.
oh wow.
Right?
Oh my God.
I just won't go. I just don't want to go to a wedding.
Fair.
Right?
That's
I
fair.
don't enjoy it. It's like there's nothing in it for me.
So
accept.
you are getting married this weekend.
Yeah.
Are you like what's going through your mind? Are you
Oh
guys
my
excited?
gosh.
Like finally?
Yeah.
After how many delays? Like
Four.
Four delays.
4 delays.
Holy.
I think now it's hitting me that it's real.
Yeah.
Because like all this time, it kept changing and changing and changing. So in your mind, you're like, is it actually going to happen? Like, my gosh, we've had to go through this so many times. And now we're like, we're actually getting married, which is crazy. Because then you start like flashing back to like when you first met, like we were kids and like all the things we went through together. And now it's just like, oh, it's real. Like we will be husband and wife. So it's
As
really,
of this weekend.
yeah, it's
How's
crazy.
gonna be Talal's gonna be your husband?
Yes, it's crazy.
How different is this from the original plan?
It's very different in terms of numbers and how we wanted to celebrate because we have to keep social distancing in mind, right? So, for example, like the ceremony itself, again, was supposed to be 200, can only be 60 because of social distancing.
Yeah.
Masks have to be worn because it's indoors, which we, again,
What
understand.
about on you guys?
No, for us, we're okay.
Oh, okay.
Guests and parents and everybody have to be masked. And they're doing it like family by family. So one grouping of a household, 6 feet, another grouping. And there's no like interacting during the ceremony. So we'll get married and then we'll call families up one by one to take a photo with us. And then they leave.
But socially distance?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so that's like how we've
each
had to
family,
adapt.
each like household, they're not allowed to go and like mingle with another.
Technically, no. It's like really, really, they're like pretty strict about it, which again, we understand. Like, we will definitely abide by those.
So people can't go to your wedding and hook up?
What kind of wedding? No. It's not that kind of wedding.
No such thing as not that kind of wedding.
I mean, this one might be.
Hit us up in the DMs. These are the conversations that happen. Ask your questions, leave your comments. This has been the Roz and Mocha DM Deep Dive.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. Things get weird in 3, 2, 1.
Yo, Deepa!
Wow. Whoa.
Deepa's
Hi,
here.
Angie. This is a little scary. Hi.
What's going on? Ready with the DMs or what?
Yeah, I'm ready. A little bit shaken up by that intro there.
What do we got in the DMs?
Okay. This first question comes from Brandy. Brandy asks, a question for Deepa and Mocha. How does it smell inside the studio? With Maury wearing the same boxer shorts for 5 straight days and Roz really washing his legs, his feet, I think maybe hair, it must smell interesting.
You know what?
Good question.
It actually does not smell.
Are
I don't
you
notice anything.
Sure?
Absolutely positive. The only thing, and we found this out a couple of weeks ago, is that Maury is notorious for wearing the same boxers like consecutive days.
Yes.
And what we found out is that what Maury does with those dirty boxers is in the morning, he takes a shower, he puts the same dirty boxers back on, and then he sprays cologne in the front of the boxers and in the back.
No, but on
as
the
well.
inside, though.
On the inside of the boxers.
Yeah.
What? Just change.
The front and the back. I know, just change.
Just
We've
wear
said that so many times.
Yeah, I wash. Like, I'm not dirty.
But nobody smells in here
No.
at all.
Okay. Can I say something
Yeah.
that
Oh,
I've
God,
noticed?
what?
Yes.
Okay, I guess because you guys are in here for hours upon hours and I just kind of hop in and out, right? Like,
Yeah.
I do notice that when I open the door, like I'm coming in from like a fresh hallway into this room and it does smell completely differently.
Like what?
Like it just smells like sweat.
Like dirty boys?
Yeah, like if you are outside, you walk in.
No.
No, it does, but you're in here
You're
for...
such a liar.
I'm not lying.
I
not
walk outside the door all the
lying.
time to go pee, and I come back in. It smells.
Yeah.
It's the first thing you smell when you walk in this room is Shem's deliciousness.
No.
Shem sometimes either smells like coconut or like cocoa.
Yeah.
Cocoa butter.
Really?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I've never smelled that. But I don't know if it's because you're in here for hours on end and like you're like, I'm sorry, Shem.
Wait, what?
I apologize. I've never smelled that on you before.
What have you smelled on me?
I've done nothing. Sweat. It's clearly what
On
you're
me?
using. It's not
What?
working. Yeah.
No, it does not. Don't believe her.
It does.
You're
It does.
trolling us right now.
I'm not trolling you.
It doesn't stink in
swear
here.
on my life, when you walk in the room, it
I
smells
think,
like
No.
sweat.
I just
smell
think you're,
nice.
I think you're super picky.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm just answering the question. Brandy wants to know. I'm giving Brandy my honest opinion here.
When are you getting
So
married
what's
again?
This weekend.
This weekend?
Yeah.
Give your fiance my number. Tell him it's not too late for Mexico.
He's going to call him today.
Yeah.
Yo, Tom, what's up? It's Roz. We got to talk.
All right, next question.
Yeah.
This is actually an interesting one. That comes from Alana. Deepa, I want to know what you guys listen to on the radio. Do you listen to Kiss? Are you listening to another station or podcast or other music?
What do you
question.
listen to when you're not here?
I do listen to Kiss quite often.
Yeah.
But in terms of music, I have like 3 categories that I'm really into. So it's Bollywood music, soca, and dancehall.
Okay.
I feel like those are my top 3 picks.
Like, what's a Bollywood track that you can sing?
Sing?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Like, hum it for us.
I can't hum.
Why? You can't hum?
No.
Nobody in the world has ever said I can't hum.
I can't hum.
Hum.
Let me try.
No, stop. What's your, like do a song. Like, I just need to know the melody. I need to know like.
Or why don't you tell me one? I'll look it up right
No,
now.
don't look it up. No, stop it.
No, Mocha.
The hell's the matter with you?
Sorry.
I was so close.
Sorry.
I was so close.
No, Mocha.
YouTube is down.
already-
YouTube is down.
No, YouTube's not
Just
down.
sing a song.
It's
Forget
not-
it.
it's not- I'm not singing anything on this
Stop
show.
it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
There's
I was so
any-
close, dude.
Here.
I was so close.
Thank you, Mocha, for saving me.
I was like so close. And Mr. Let me do everything over there.
Sorry. I was trying to be helpful.
No, that's not
He
helpful.
was very helpful for me.
No.
Any song from, there's a really popular movie from the 90s called Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. That's a very popular movie. I'm not humming it. Any song from that movie I can listen
How's
to
it go?
constantly.
Oh, no. You
Yeah, I
can't
know, I
whistle.
You can't whistle.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I used to be able to whistle.
Does your fiance know you can't whistle?
No, I
Give me his number. I'm gonna tell him. No, it's not too late for Mexico.
Yo, this 5-minute combo turns into 10.
used to be able to, then I had braces, and then ever since I had braces, I can't do it the same them anymore.
What is the name of the song in case anybody wants to know?
Oh, it's called Kuch Kuch Hota Hai.
How do you spell?
Kuch space Kuch space HOTA space HAI.
There you go.
There you go.
Very interested in that.
How about you, Roz?
Same.
Yeah, exactly. So why don't you have it then?
Outside of here, I do listen to Kiss. I listen to Kiss a lot. In terms of music, I go through like on Apple Music, they have like essential albums from like a bunch of artists or groups. So I'll listen to like their greatest hits stuff.
So like throwback stuff too.
Yeah. So like a lot of hip hop, a lot of R&B. Much like you, I listen to like a lot of dancehall stuff, especially like stuff from the 90s. There's a bunch of stuff on like Mixcloud and SoundCloud playlists that I have that I listen to. In terms of podcasts, there are 2 podcasts about The Office TV show.
Oh, yeah,
so crazy. You listen to 2 Office podcasts.
2 Office podcasts. Yeah. I listen to a wrestling podcast. There are 2 hip-hop podcasts I listen to. I listen to This American Life. They drop episodes every week. And not because it's our show, but sometimes I forget that we do things on the show. I will go back and listen to our own podcast just to see like the way things kind of played out.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't listen to a lot. I mean, I'll go on Apple Music and just sort of let their playlist do the work for me, but I'll often just listen to stuff when I'm cooking. And I've said this before, which is what I love the most about something like Apple Music is if I'm making, like if it's taco night, I go on and I'll just Google a mariachi playlist. And then I'm just listening to mariachi for the entire time. Or like I'll do Parisian cafe if we're making something, or, it'll end an entire, in like classic Italian, whatever, and just listen to those playlists. And I just let them curate it for me. And that's like my life now is playlists. Like I don't choose really anything. I'll kind of like go to a mood that I'm in, and then I just let the playlist take over. That's how I listen to music.
Also, before we say goodbye, Deepa, what is Talal's phone number again? Roz was asking.
There's no need.
There's no need
for that conversation to happen.
There's no need for that.
There's no need.
All right, find us in the DMs, y'all.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive.
Time to get into the DMs. Deepa is here going into the weekend where you're getting married.
Yes, you are. Deepa, what do we got in store for the last Roz and Mocha DM Deep Dive before you are a married woman?
Before I'm hitched. This one comes from Elizabeth. Question for Roz. How did you / how do you navigate having an only child? Did Roxy ever ask for a sibling? And I'm just wondering because I also have an only child, but she hasn't asked yet. And I'm nervous as to what I should say. And I don't want her to feel lonely when I'm having trouble having more kids.
Roxy has never asked about having a sibling.
Really?
No, because it was never in the cards for Catherine and I. We never wanted to have another one, right? I mean, we've talked about it like every so often, but nothing in any seriousness. Like it was always just going to be Roxy and Roxy alone. I think that when you have a single child, when you have an only child, you have to, first of all, you're far more involved in their life than they would be if they had a sibling, because boredom sets in and they need to play and they need to, I think that the difference is for me, because I grew up with very close to my brother, and I couldn't imagine life without a sibling. Having only one, I find that you have to do a lot of the things that a sibling would normally wind up doing, right? Like you have to get down and play where they play. You have to do all that kind of stuff. But she's never asked. And now that she's 11, like every now and then Catherine and I will joke about it. And Roxy's like, don't you dare.
No, but also the other thing too is that they don't have anything else to compare it to. You know what I mean?
No, they
it's
don't.
Not like
No.
this is the only life that they know.
Yeah.
So they don't have, it wouldn't even cross their mind. Maybe when they get older, if they start hanging out, but then you make friends and those kind of become your siblings anyway, right?
COVID's been hard for people who are only children.
Yeah.
Because you don't have that sibling at home.
Yeah, true.
And so I would say that nobody could have saw this coming, but I would say in a situation like the past, year and a half, it's been really tough on kids that don't have siblings, and that's sort of where I feel a little bit bad. But none of that makes me feel bad enough to want another one.
Yeah.
But no, she's never asked, and again, like every now and then, Catherine will goof and just to try and piss her off.
Like a sibling.
Like a sibling. Yeah.
What else we got, Deepa?
The next one comes from Nikki. Nikki says, "Hey, girl." Yeah, I'm going to gas myself a little bit here. I just wanted to say that I think you're perfect for the Roz and Mocha show. At first, I was like, who the hell is this girl? And why is she changing the show that I've been listening to from the start? But man, you kill me. Plus, we need someone that roasts Roz as much as he roasts other people. Keep it up.
Like, did I never get roasted on this show before?
No.
Like, I've been getting roasted on this show for 12 years.
This is just one additional person to roast.
Yeah. Like,
and there's that evil laugh again coming out.
It's not like finally somebody came in to roast Roz. It's like we just added to the roster.
Yeah, it's finally somebody else is here to roast Roz.
Gotta keep adding to the list. So thank you, Nikki. I appreciate that.
That's awesome.
Next one. Oh, this is a really good question. This is from Michelle. Hi, Deepa. Roz and Mocha, especially Mocha, seem to worry a lot about their search history on their office computers while they're doing the show. Have they ever gotten in trouble for their questionable search history?
No. The only reason why I will refuse, sometimes like a topic will come up and we'll say, okay, somebody search it, right?
Yes.
The only reason why I don't want to search on my work computer is because I don't want to be the one that gets flagged for trying to search something inappropriate, right?
Right.
Now, there have been times where for legit reasons, we would try to visit a website to research a story, and for some reason, that website would be blocked, right? And at that point, you just get the warning that says this website is blocked by the company for these reasons, right? Featuring adult content or something that's inappropriate, right? But I've never deliberately gone and searched something because I don't want to be that guy that...
Yeah.
Our boss gets an email and says, hey, somebody talked to Mocha. He's like searching up some nonsense on his computer that he shouldn't be.
Maury, because Maury, you've searched a ton for inappropriate things because you bring your work computer home with you.
Yeah, and I've learned that on a work computer, if you open a private browser, that's how you bypass the company blockage.
That is not true at all, but they can still see. They can still see what you're looking at.
Oh, they can see it, but the stuff that's blocked normally, you can see on a private browser on your work computer.
Really? Now, have you ever got a message from somebody to
Never.
say, hey,
Never.
so never, there's
No.
never any follow up on anything that you've used your computer for?
Never.
Oh, that's good news. Here we go. No, I just don't like, for me personally, I don't like people in my business, right? My work computer for the most part is just work. Like I don't do any personal stuff on it.
Yeah.
But during the show, like sometimes you have to look things up for the show. That will happen, right? And every now and then it has to happen. I have no problem doing it where Mocha will never do it.
Yeah.
But I will search anything on my computer because I actually hoped to one day get that message being
really?
Why did you look this up? Just so I could explain exactly why I did look it up. Remember when I tried to find that gay action figure that I had when I was a kid and all the things that I had to look up? It started off with gay toy. Right? By the way, if anybody does want to know that the gay doll that I had when I was younger, his name was Big Jim. You can look him up. You can look him up right now. It was Big Jim. He traveled around in a van, and none of his friends wore shirts. And he was my favorite. He was my absolute favorite toy ever. And it's one of those things where, like, years later, you look at it and you're like, wait a second, was Big Jim and all his friends gay? You know what I mean? He was my favorite, Big Jim, and I think his other friend was like Big Terrence or something like that.
All right.
They were my favorite toys.
Well, all the Big Jims, all the Big Terrences out there, you want to reach out, slide into the DMs. These are the conversations that happen. Leave your comments, leave your questions. Deepa gets them on the day right before your wedding. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you so much. We're so excited. I'm going to be off for about 2 weeks.
Okay.
But DMs will still happen. Kayla is going to hop in. She's going to read all the DMs. If you get any mean ones, you know it's not me. Kayla will be taking charge of this
How do we
now.
know?
So.
You're going to be off.
Is she nice?
Yeah,
Is she nice, Kayla? Is she nice?
Oh,
She's
Kayla's
nice?
really nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
She's
good.
so lovely.
Okay, bye, Deepa.
Okay, bye.
Love you, Deepa. Enjoy your wedding celebration this weekend.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.